welcome to Mr. Teach Film Preach, and if you're a film lover like I am, and you learn from films as much as I do, then you are in the right place. And if you're in the right place, click like down below and subscribe to my channel for more content. What did you think of this film, Black Adam? Is this one of your favorite superhero films of all time? What did you think in the ranking of the DCEU films? While you're down there, click like and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell to be notified when I put more content out here. Today, we're talking about the 2022 superhero film, Black Adam. This is a film that is kind of connected to Shazam, where the wizards in that film talked about a chosen one in the past who they regret giving powers to. This movie is about that man. Black Adam, also known as Tet Adam, is imprisoned for like 5,000 years. He is awoken in present day, where then he must figure out, is he a hero, a villain, somewhere in the middle, in the gray area. This is a film that has been in development for a long time, and I think The Rock has been primed to star in the role since like 2015 or something like that.
Yeah.
Everyone kept talking about how this is going to be the game-changing film for the DCEU, and I don't know if it is. No! I loved Dwayne Johnson in the role of Black Adam. In fact, I think this might be his best or one of his best performances that he has done up until this point in his acting career. Excellent as Black Adam. He is very fit for the role. They have catered this film around the fact that they had Dwayne Johnson in the role of Black Adam. So there's a lot of things that pander to his humor, just the way he looks, and regular Dwayne Johnson humor in his films. If you enjoy Dwayne Johnson and you enjoy his brand, you will also enjoy this film. I think this project is a little bit elevated than some of his other stuff because you can tell he was so passionate about making this film. I really enjoyed just watching The Rock become Black Adam. Maybe the biggest standout in this movie is Aldous Hodge, who plays Hawkman in this movie, and he was awesome. I thought he was perfect as this role. I don't know much about Hawkman. I'm not big into the DC universe necessarily. Maybe except, you know, Batman.
Yes, I am Batman.
His style, the way he looked, the way he sounded, the costume. But his actual performance as the role of Hawkman was awesome. And he went up against even some big heavyweights like Pierce Brosnan. 007 himself is in this film. It was so great to see him in a sort of big Hollywood blockbuster film again. I thought he was excellent as Dr. Fate. Again, don't know anything about Dr. Fate, but he has the style and the charisma and the charm and the tone and just the look and the feel of someone who is sophisticated but also otherworldly or has attachments to like aliens and otherworldly elements with the helmet and his costume. He fit that role really well. So I think Dwayne Johnson, Aldous Hodge, and Pierce Brosnan were the three big standouts of this film.
I'm glad to hear that.
This movie is action-packed. Really, after the first like 20-25 minutes of this film, from then on till the end, it is pretty much straight through action. It is very entertaining. It is a lot of fun. It is visually stunning. There are some great special effects, though sometimes some of the special effects could have been polished. I'll talk about that later. Had an awesome time watching the battles and the fight scenes. There is a sense of wonder and magic to this film, with also a sense of sarcasm and a lot of fun characters to watch on screen. If the positive side of the battery is Shazam, then I would say the negative side of the battery is Black Adam. This film, as a part of that world of the DCEU, fits really well, and there's a lot of really cool cameos, and I won't spoil anything, but there's some great moments that you're like, I see how what they're doing and what they're building towards, and a lot of big things in this film happen. A lot of stuff happens in this movie, maybe a bit too much at times, but there is a lot of things packed into those 2 hours. The humor did often hit, and I thought hit fairly well. The characters were lovable. The action was great.
Did he just catch a rocket?
He got a rocket.
But it's great that they incorporated the Justice Society into this film, you know, with the Atomic Smasher and Cyclone, Dr. Fate, Hawkman. It was just so cool to see it on screen. And it's a really fun film to sit back, relax, turn off your brain, just like how it is for Star Wars and Marvel, and just enjoy what's happening in front of you. Don't think about it too much. You'll have a great time with this movie. Now, for me, there was only a couple of big outstanding, resounding problems with this film. The biggest thing for me is the script. this movie is meandering all the time. Like, I wasn't quite sure for the first 2/3 of the movie who the villain was, and I didn't know if it was going to be Black Adam or the Justice Society. This plot is very thin. Like, there isn't really much of a plot. It is a movie about Black Adam's origin story, about him coming to terms of who he is, what a villain is, and what a hero is, and what the difference can be, and if there's a middle ground, if there's a gray area. And that's really what the film is more interested in telling. And then it's like in the third act of the film, they're like, oh my gosh, we need to have a big CGI fight. We need a big baddie. Okay, let's just throw this guy in, and all right, big fight, here we go. I was talking to a friend about this recently, about Marvel doing this all the time and having these big epic battle scenes between these two people, and it's like a fist to fist, bash to bash fight. It's so CGI heavy. It looks so fake and ridiculous at times and just over the top, and it doesn't do anything for me anymore. And they did that again in this film, and I was really disappointed with how the third act kind of rolled out. Just too much CGI, people going through buildings, and not in a good way. Like, Man of Steel did it really well when it was Zod versus Superman. This felt a little bit cheaper and not as well put together. And there's a point in the movie where they have this big fight, this big battle, and things happen. And then I was like, oh, okay, we're getting kind of to the logical end of the film. And then no, there's this other 30 minutes of the movie that continues on. You're like, whoa. Like, the pacing and the flow of this movie is a little bizarre, and it really took me out of the film at times. I just felt like they could have had a lot stronger of a script. Considering they had been in development for 8 years, the script should have been a lot more stronger. Really, really weak villain. But again, I don't know if the movie was focusing on wanting to have a villain necessarily, but more just telling the story about Black Adam and then just tacking on a villain at the end because that's what audiences want or expect. But that's not true. Big studios don't realize this. We don't always need to have big fights, big CGI fights at the end that a hero wins. Now, in fact, audiences are kind of sick of that. It's so unoriginal now that when people go to it, it's disappointing that that's sort of the pool that they're picking from. Hawkman, his wings at times were so complete CGI, and the actor would move like he didn't have anything heavy wings on him. There is a mid-credit scene that I think everyone should stay for. In fact, it's worth the price of admission just to go see. Ultimately, I had a lot of fun. There was just some big action, some great moments, a lot of laughs. Plot might have not been so great. There were some CGI problems, and the pacing and flowing of the film was a little shaky at times. Mostly as a film that when I saw the trailers for it, I was not really looking forward to it. This movie actually surprised me. I thought it exceeded my expectations. But before I get to my score, just a reminder to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more content. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Black Adam a B+. What did you guys think of Dwayne Johnson's superhero film Black Adam? Was this one of your favorite films in the DCEU? Is this one of your least favorite? Somewhere in the middle? I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. And while you're down there, click like and subscribe my channel for more content. That would be wonderful. Thank you so much. Hit that bell button to be notified for all the other films and videos that I will be releasing. You can check out some of my other videos like Clerks 3, Barbarian, and The Woman King. Thank you so much for checking out Mr. Teach Film Preach. I hope you all had a great time. Come back and check out some more videos, and we'll see you on the next one. Stay focused, stay awesome, and as always, let's get taught.